Some people tend to think Nebraska is absolutely boring. Well, I honestly think with a bit of research and a bit of creative searching with the right navigation of words, one can paint a picture of Nebraska. With 3 bits of research I found, like 3 marks on a tree in a sort of dream, imagine such a thing. I found, first of all, 3 segments of Nebraska's Nebri River are among the most recent additions to the wild and scenic river system. This is in the article Untamed Rivers by Bess Seraphinitis within National Parks on page 43. It is refreshing to see people harmonize with this angelic spiritual energy and truly say, I'm going to protect this river. With a poetic eye and some artistic thoughts, even epiphanies perhaps, a willing observer can find beauty in Nebraska. Lisa Moore stated in an article called Capturing Nature's Magic, published in the National Wildlife World Edition, nature never ceases to amaze, inspiring wonder in all who take the time to look. On page 18. Look at the hills baking in the sun. Look at the trees scattered across the plains as though it were Africa. It is beautiful to look at. We must use the right words to find that vibe that truly harnesses even the winter and the summer and the fall and the spring. Photographers can argue that there's far more beauty in Nebraska than people want to think. People think, no, that's just boring. Well, it is not. No. When I left Wyoming, I was not sure about Nebraska, really. I wasn't sure. I was like, well, they don't have those hills baking in the sun. But the hills are a little smaller, and that's okay, I suppose. That's okay. I've learned. And the trees, if you really look at them, really it feels this barren feeling you find. So I discovered Nebraska's beautiful too, with the colorful bushes sprinkled on the hills. A lot like Wyoming, but a bit more tame. With a bit of research and a creative mind, as you can see, one can discover a story within a speech full of life and color, reflecting a memory that was always there. In the book A Child's Story of Nebraska by Clara O. Wilson and others, the words are found, one of the most famous of these old trails which crossed Nebraska was the Oregon Trail, and that was on page 42. So we must pretend we are pioneers for a moment, taking pictures with our eyes of everything around us. I can almost guarantee there was a pioneer who was looking at the hills and who was in much distress over the hard travels and discovered there's a story to my life. What if we were pioneers with cameras? We could have taken so many pictures and then mixed them all together. As I say this, I'm in a sort of moment, and we could paint a picture of Nebraska's beauty. To truly conclude, there's beauty in Nebraska. There's beauty in all the states. But just Nebraska itself can truly be a work of art.